EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Tight end going in motion here. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 16 yards, pick up on that one. 1st down, Giants.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the play fake, here's Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A run straight ahead at Scatterboo. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Scatterboo. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped, The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ready? From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krusty-Merritt. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go. Bronco 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
23 yards.
And another 1st down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
Daniels with a give to Krusty-Merritt. And he'll take this one in. Ja'Cory Krusty-Merritt, touchdown Commander. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Spencer Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
This match the score. Commanders 7, Giants nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the give, Scatterberg. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up.
On the set. 19 line.
They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
A turnover on down.
Ready? Let go.
And a run. Here's Krusty-Merritt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play.
Trap
2nd
60.
and
Trap
10.
60.
At the Giants' 41.
On second down, it's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's in! Harry Flurry. Touchdown, Washington. Trader now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
14. Giants nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Head the street. Head the street. Stand up. Let's go.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, it's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, as we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet. We see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet. And as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. He's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo lead. Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Dart. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Deron King. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cut. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. That is caught inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Rader now on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Commanders mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Commanders 21. Giants nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboo. And he gets gets this up close to the 40. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Third and 6. Shotgun. It's dark. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Leo Chenal. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Rough Warriors, 70, 60 Bison, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
Throwing now. Daniel. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
The 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
On the give, Krosky Merrick. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. He's got a man, it's McLaurin. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Jalen Lane, touchdown Commander. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Giants nothing.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. We'll stop him in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Got room at the 30. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break! Ready! 18 card, 18, 5, Dragon 60.
Daniels now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah McFadden. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Alert! Come on, come on. Let go.
They'll go with Bill. That's Krosky Merritt. And you'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Washington. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. First down, it's Scatterboot. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Darton, forced out wide. He'll get that out to Scatterboot. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Here's a chance to Scatterboot, heading right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Scannaboo. And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
And when you find yourself playing from behind at this stage of the game, Mike, I think this is 4-down territory if he doesn't pick that up. So they won't have to worry about it in this case, but expect the rest of this game, they've got to continue to be aggressive.
Inside, caught by Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Scannaboo. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Dart. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Finally taken in by Scannaboo. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal, New York.
They'll run. It's Scannaboo. Good blocking, and he's in. Cam Scannaboo. Touchdown, Giants. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Here comes Ford on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard
Ball
line.
rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
19 Lions, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, tag, Bronco 80, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing is Daniel. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. As pump, that's Wayne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. And they'll take this down inside with 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Washington, 1st down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's complete. Rice Ford Wheaton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
70.
A run out of the gun. Krosky Merritt. And he will get into the end zone. DeFlurry Crosby Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. At his second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The PAT up and good. The Commanders stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a handoff to Scatterbury. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Down the left sideline. And they will finally run him down. A huge play there on the screen pass. 33 yards. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
On the ground, here's Tracy. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. Whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Austin brought in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Crosby Merritt. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Ready. 2. Brings it right
Back to Crosby Merritt. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, a tough spot here. 3rd and long.
18, Warriors, 17.
Now Daniels. That's Mamboura open on the left side. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Wrap up, Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st down, Daniel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Brian Burns. He's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
second down, it's Daniels. Going right sideline and complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Trader now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead.
Commanders 49, Giants 7.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Handoff left. Here comes Scattergood. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Giants. 32 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Austin brought in motion. They'll go again with Scattergood. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. On 3rd down, here's Scattergood. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. A ball deep for the end zone. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep.